Hello friends, welcome back. Now we want to discuss one thing here, that we used a repeat loop. So in this case what has happened is, this sprite is repeating this motion 1000 times. So she is moving by 20 steps each time and 1000 times she is moving. What if we want to write a program where we want to display it on a screen and we want that this program should run throughout the day. Say for example, if I reduce this 1000 to 100, then after 100 times of repetition, this program will stop. If I even write any number, any big number, then after certain repetitions, it is going to stop. If I want that this girl should keep on moving continuously, I can use this statement forever. So if I replace this repeat with a forever loop, now I don't have to be bothered about how many times I have to repeat this loop. This is a forever loop and this girl will keep on moving forever. See, there are two types of loops we have discussed now. One is repeat loop and forever loop. In any kind of programming, you will find these kinds of loops. One loop will be a defined loop where you will have number of steps. You will define that this will happen 20 times, this will happen or 30 times. And there are loops which are undefined, which will keep on happening till you want them to happen. So depending upon the requirement of any process or of any program, we decide which type of loop we will be using. Okay, let's take an example. Say you are driving and you see a red light and you stop on the traffic light. And then the light goes green and you leave that place. Now, how many times this should happen? What I mean to say is, how many times you think that red light should operate in a day? So if you want to design that red light, if you are the designer of that red light and if you are programming the red light, whether you will program the red light with a repeat loop or with a forever loop, this is the question. So if you think very logically, we can program the red light with both the loops, with repeat loop as well as with the forever loop. But with the repeat loop, there is a possibility if that number of repetition is finished, then that red light may not operate. But in case of forever loop, I don't have to be bothered about that because the red light will keep on operating even if we never put it off. So in case of red light, we cannot leave any point where it will not operate. We should be very careful and we should be making it foolproof so that it should always operate. So we will use a forever loop. Usually in the real life situations, most of the things are operating forever. So whenever you put on your AC, it is not checking your room temperature only 10 times. It is checking your room temperature forever. Continuously it is checking your room temperature and is putting itself off whenever that room temperature is reached. So most of the devices that are designed, they operate forever. There are certain applications which are only specific repetitions. For example, washing machine. When you are putting clothes and you are selecting a cycle, it might happen that that cycle will have only 2 sub-cycles, like only 2 times the water will fill. You cannot put a forever loop there in washing machine because it cannot keep washing clothes without having clothes inside it, or it cannot keep washing the same clothes again and again. So there is a cycle, there is a limitation of a cycle. So in washing machine, we will have a repeat loop. But in case of air conditioner or in case of traffic lights, we will have a forever loop. So this is the difference. And we need to understand these differences ourselves. We have to imagine whether we will need a repeat loop here or we will need a forever loop here. So I hope you have enjoyed this lecture and you have learned something new. You have understood how a repeat and a forever loop works. This was all about this lecture. We'll see you in the next lecture. Thank you.